It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
We don't know if it's true or not, if you've heard anything on the grapevine, but Chris EUBANK Jr., Terence Crawford, I was given information that this fight was verbally agreed. I don't know if it's signed or not, if it's true or not, but I got a post and it was out there. What do you think? Any truth in that? And if it is, what happens Chris EUBANK Jr. and Crawford at middleweight?
I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's just a smoke screen. They've got the same trainer at the minute. Or they've had the same trainer. You know, Crawford don't really matter because he's a good boxer, and he knows more than EUBANK. He's got experience. He's fit. Even at middleweight, he'd beat EUBANK because there's nothing EUBANK's got better than Crawford. And going up from, you know, welterweight to middleweight, he's not the biggest, Crawford. And it's like with Mayweather doing it. I think Mayweather, what did he go up to the heaviest? Did he go up to middleweight, light middleweight?
I'm sure I thought Logan Paul at maybe light.
No, I'm talking about proper fights.
Okay, proper.
No, I think he might have been up. He might have been up to. Has he been up to middle? I'm not sure, but he's been up to light middle. So even if Crawford boxed him at middleweight, it don't mean he's going to have to go up to 11.6 and carry weight he don't need to carry. He could go to 11.2 and still give the weight away and still beat EUBANK.
And I've got to ask you, obviously, Kell Brook, there's still loads of flirting going on, it's the best way I can describe it. There's rumours coming out here and there. But last I saw of Kelly was skiing somewhere.
Was he? Skiing?
Yeah, he was in Riyadh as well, but we never bumped
Skiing?
into.
Where did he ski?
He was skiing somewhere, I saw on his Instagram, and then he was in Dubai, and then he flew out to Riyadh for the fight, but unfortunately we never bumped into each other. But it still looks like he's fairly in shape.
He's been in training, he's done a bit of pads with Luca. Look, like I say, he's had 2 years since the Khan fight. He's 30, I think he's 30.
39, something like that.
Yeah, he's 86, so he's coming up, 85. He's coming up to 39 this year. So it's an old age.
So right now, if you got 16 weeks notice to fight...
It's not really enough, is it, 16 weeks? Yeah. It's not really enough. He had about 6 months for Khan. And he had almost a year and a half out after getting beat by Crawford and stopped. It's not good, is it? 16 weeks is not. That's all an advantage for EUBANK, and 16 weeks, you know, it's not enough.
So whoever's trying to make this fight, they need to pull the finger out and get it made, because Ingle's not going to let it happen.
Well, it's not.
Is that a fair statement?
Do you know what? It's not really my place to say, because, you know, like I keep saying, we had an agreement when he boxed AMIR. That's his last fight, and realistically, do I want to commit to, you know, getting an age fighter into shape in 16 weeks? It's gonna take longer than that. But the last person they ask is the person who actually knows the most, which is me. You know, you ask anybody, can you do it? It's like we're saying Tyan Booth, yeah, I can do that. Well, actually, get in the ring, I can't do that, because I have to take the objective view, not the fanciful view of, I think I can still do that. I still think I can do things I did at 20 years old and I can't, but I still think I can do it. And then when I try to do it and I can't, then I realise, well, you don't want to be finding that out in a ring against Chris EUBANK Jr., do you? You want to make sure that you're prepared and that you can do it. And they have to be people around you who can assess and say, this is not what you need to be doing, or yes, you can do it, and you can, you know, provide a good account of yourself. And somebody has to be realistic.
Another fight with the big age gap that was getting rumoured. We don't know again if this is true or whether it was a PR stunt. Conor Ben Manny Pacquiao had a bit of a face-off in Riyadh on the weigh-in day. What do you make of that, and should that fight be happening?
Not really, you know. Manny Pacquiao now is he 45?
43, I think. 44.
Yeah, it's like, why? It's like, why? And as Conor Ben, you know, why would you take that fight? Why would you, you know, beat an old man up? You know, does Pacquiao need the money? He must do. And he shouldn't do, but, you know, why are they even talking about that fight? What is it, 20 years difference? More, but less than 20. So what's Conor Ben, 28?
It's a good 15 years.
Yeah, what's that all about?
And then the last one, this is even wider. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, is coming back to fight Jake Paul. We don't know whether it's an exhibition or a real fight, but some footage has come out of him today. Still looks sharp as hell for like 10 seconds.
I want, like I say, with Tyson, you know, it's a dangerous fight. It's a dangerous place to be for Jake Paul, because unless you've got some kind of agreement in place, you know, where they're not allowed to knock each other out or whatever. It's just all wrong, isn't it, really? Tyson still can fight, 50 odd years old, same age as me, Tyson.
So but that you fighting Jake Paul?
Yeah, I probably beat Jake Paul.
You're probably fitter than him.
Yeah, he's like I say, you've got to know about, like Mike Tyson's got experience. He could tie that kid upside down. He's got the years and years, hasn't he? So that's another silly fight. But if Tyson's going to make a load of money out of it, we'll do it.
You just put an idea in my head. So knowing how fit you must be, because you keep logs of everything you do. If Jake Paul said, I want to fight Dominic Ingle, he does some good interviews.
It's a who's he? How old's Jake Paul?
Probably late 20s, maybe very early 30s. Would you fight him? Could you beat him?
No, I'm all talk, me. I talk a good fight, but when people put it on me...
I know you still spar people, yeah?
Yeah, but that's different, getting body sparring. So when people put on me toes, I kind of like shrivel up a little bit and have to back down, but I'm good at talking.
Good stuff. Last thing, Dom, what do you get up tonight? Sunday evening, it's freezing out there. What does Dominic Ingle get up to? You got some more money to collect? No,
it's 25 past 6, so I'm going to get 2 or 3 of my kids. I'm going to take them on a long walk before bedtime in the cold, rainy weather, make them realise how lucky they are, and get me 15,000 steps in for the day to prepare me for me weight session tomorrow morning up at 5. Cold plunge at 5:30, and get a good weight session in with my mate, the nutritionist Greg Marriott, and that's how my day starts. So yeah, I'll be off for a walk in a minute for an hour, and this lovely Sheffield weather on Mother's Day, absolutely peed it down all day, and early bed, 9 o'clock, good 8 hours and then up.
I'm guessing that's something you learnt from your dad. Long walks?
Yeah, my dad used to, every Sunday he'd take Naz or Ryan Rose, he'd take him on a long walk, 4 or 5 miles, an hour and a half, talking to him about boxing, how the career's going to pan out. This is at 7 years old, telling a 7-year-old how his career's going to work out. And he got the example because at the time we got Errol Graham. So, brainwashing it, as Naz's brother liked to say. I'm going to brainwash you to be a multi-millionaire and one of the best boxers Britain's ever produced. You're brainwashed him, Brendan. But, that's what he did, took him every Sunday. And if I wanted to go, my brother John went, or whatever, everybody were free to go, and he'd be giving you the lessons of life, how it's going to pan out. And, that's how it works. So we still do that now with some kids, have a talk to them.
And I was going to say to you, I always bump into people worldwide now. I love you. The first thing they always say is, I love the Dominic Ingle interviews. And I've had a few recently ask me, what does John Ingle do? What does John Ingle get up to? I know we've got Luca, his son here, but what does John do? Because I said he normally just walked into the gym walking his dogs mid-interview and walks back out.
Well, he manages people behind the scenes. It's like we've got Brad Goldsmith, and we've got Mo Saban, and we've got a few other fighters, and we're in a position now where he never boxed, John, but from an early age at 14, he was training the likes of Naz, Ryan Rose as amateurs, running all over the country, him and another guy with all the good kids, and put a lot of time in, and now we'll breeze in and have a look at the situation and just give the advice out and talk to the kids and do the deals, or look at stuff, but. Like I say, it's a family business, and I come in here now. Luca's kind of running all the amateurs. Got another couple of coaches in here who box themselves. We've must have got about 100 amateur kids. Probably 35 carded. How many, Luca? 34 carded fighters, and it's the same thing. It's like, regardless whether there's professional fighting, like I said, people don't understand. They look at this wall of fame.
Oh, that reminds me. You mentioned the wall of fame. Tyan Booth said to me, now that he's won a belt, can he get on that wall of fame?
I think he could. We're going to do a wall of infamous, an infamous wall, and he can be on that one.
Yeah, top of the toilet.
Yeah, top of the toilet. So you look at that, and that might be people consider that the successes of the gym, but it's not. It's part of it. The biggest successes are the kids who've come in here and they've developed confidence, experience, and they've gone down a different route in life. A more positive one. They've had a bit of discipline, and they've changed their life around. That's really what it's all about. And if they get past that, and then they can progress to the fighting aspect, that's even better. But we've got so many other, that might be another place where we get people into the interviews who box a little bit or didn't box, but they've done other stuff in life. We've had people, form big companies, become millionaires from that. Others going into types of education, university, starting their own business, has been very successful doing other things. So, it's very broad, the success of this gym, and it's probably the same with a lot of other gyms. It's not just about, becoming a world champion.
Definitely so. Well, my ambition is to see if we can get Tyan Booth to make something out of boxing, change public perception of him, and get people to know him how you guys know him, and get him on this wall of fame one day. That one there. Tom Ingle, appreciate your time, and we'll catch you soon.
No problem.
I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you towards your goals.